Alright, the next project, at least to get started. Sport mirror held on with 2 Phillips head screws, and this is the original mounting point for the mirror, and it clearly looks like it broke off. Whether it broke off or whether it snapped off, I don't know. But I'm going to pull this, clean up the rust, weld up those holes, pull this, pop in an original replacement mirror, and be pleased with the results. So that's the plan. Alright, time to get started. Mental note, don't attach your side mirror with stuff from Home Depot. Well, I'm going to continue to collect parts that never should have been put on this car in the first place. But tip, yes, I'm using brake clean on an area that I'm eventually going to weld, but I'm going to let it air off, because if you weld, brake cleaner, so you spray this on a piece of metal and then you weld almost immediately after, it creates phosgene gas and it can kill you, give you seizures, all kinds of bad stuff. So I'm going to put on very little just to clean the surface. I'm going to let it gas off, evaporate, be done, then I can come in and start welding. So I'm not going to be stupid or dead. Goes down and out of my way until I'm done welding. Then I'll be very quick and easy with a flat disc, one of my bald flat discs that'll be extra gentle, not too aggressive, not too much heat, and then that will be a prepared area. Just getting that mirror off, it already looks better. Ugly as sin, but that just means I'm welding. Ball flat disc. Well, the holes are basically filled, so they're working. Thick paint, so I'm going to have to get a little Bondo in there to level it out, but that's not a big deal, just a little skim coat, 1/16 of an inch at the most. And then it cools off pretty quick. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Primer over it. Obviously it's going to have primer spots, but I'm going to have a lot of those if you look there, among other spots. The nicks along the door jam. So yeah. Then I can pull this ugly thing. 19 mil wrench. Forgot to turn you on. Sorry, guys. Best tool around. Hey, babe. I think that's good. That was my oldest, by the way. Well, I'm all done with the sanding. It's looking really good. Feels good. I usually go more by a touch than sight. Taped off the chrome. Taped off part of the window. I'm just going to spray here some light dusting coats, and we should be good to go. It's not often that you get to benefit from the previous owner's shoddy work, but his white paint job, see here, he painted over the fender rubbers. If you look down here, painted over the fender rubbers. Horrible cracking Bondo, painted over the gasket between the taillight and the fender. Just lousy work. But that allows me to then paint any old white I have lying around over the primer, so that it'll look a little bit more done. Once the mirror's in there, it'll kind of fade it out. I did feather it just a little. It's more obvious in person. There's a slight yellowing. It happens from here to about here. But it will look better than the dark green primer. It's sealed up. Again, I'm thinking I did a pretty good job getting rid of those screws. If you look at the gloss, those screw holes, I should say. So, anyway, letting it dry. Gonna peel the paint tape off now. Super cool. Well, considering what I started with today, I am quite pleased. That has come out quite good. And down the side there. Pretty smooth. Clean. Done.